Hello everyone and welcome back to ZakLiT educational channel. So this video is the exam paper, that is UGC NET 2021 environmental science examination paper solution. We will discuss here important concept we'll know, so that in the upcoming examination these questions, when they are coming, the concepts behind these questions, when they will be coming, definitely they will be coming, so you won't be missing out those questions. So don't miss this video. You have to note down all the important points which I will be telling you in this video. So before starting, I would like to say that you can join our Telegram group Learn for the Environment for the daily quizzes in order to prepare for the examination. So that will give you a preparation before the examination, so that you can know what is your preparation level. And you can also join our Instagram page for the current affairs and important short notes. So both the links will be provided in the description below. So without wasting much more time, let's get started. So here this question is coming on your screen, that was in the 2021 NET environmental science paper. The question is, identify the environmental system with lowest entropy. And here the options were land in monoculture agriculture sustained by high energy input. Second option was soils containing a balanced community of living organism. Third option, coal reduced to carbon dioxide. And fourth one as polluted river. So here the question is asking, identify which of these system is having the lowest entropy. So this is from the environmental chemistry, and before answering the question you should know that what is entropy. Entropy is the measure of system's thermal energy per unit temperature that is unavailable for doing useful work. So it is also said that it is the molecular disorderness or randomness of a system. So if any system, let us assume any system, it is in more disorderness, it is not in a orderly manner, it is randomly in a disorder manner, so that will be called as the highest entropy, or entropy means the measure of disorderness. So here it is asking lowest entropy. Lowest entropy means it will be in ordered manner, it will not be in the randomness, it will be perfect and it will be stable. So here stable means it will be balanced. So from balance you will get to know that yes, option 2 will be correct. No need to see all these options. So option 2 will be correct. Why? Because here balanced word is already used. So this is the simple techniques. If you know the concept, if you know the definition of entropy, you will be able to answer this question. So soils containing a balanced community of living organism will be having the lowest entropy, because they are balanced, they are not having the disorderness in their molecules, randomness in their system. So option 2 will be the correct option. So I hope you are able to understand. If you are having any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. So चलते हैं हमारे अगले क्वेश्चन की तरफ. So the next question is coming up. Here the question I have already discussed, that this is one of the very frequently asked concept for the UGC NET environmental science exam, that is atmospheric lifetime of greenhouse gases. So this time what it has asked? It has asked to identify the correct sequence of the lifetime, that means atmospheric lifetime or the years in the atmosphere for the greenhouse gases in the increasing order. Increasing means from lowest to highest, that means the symbol will be like this. So here the options were methane, nitrous oxide, CFC12 and ozone, that is tropospheric ozone. So among the four, which will be having the lowest atmospheric time? And here the correct code you have to select here. So I'll wait for certain seconds so that you can think of the answer, then I will reveal the answer. So here the correct option will be option number 2, that means DACB. So why DACB? I will tell you. D means tropospheric ozone. So tropospheric ozone will stay for how long in the atmosphere? Atmospheric lifetime of tropospheric ozone is from few hours to few weeks. Yes, it will stay for this much time only. Next, coming to the methane. Methane atmospheric lifetime is 12 years approximately. Next is what? Next is C. C means CFC12. Its atmospheric time is how much? It is 100 years around. Next, that will be nitrous oxide, which will be having the highest atmospheric lifetime among the four. That is how much? It is from 114 to 120 years. So I'll clean all this thing and I'll write the maximum atmospheric lifetime for the 920, which is the highest among the four, that is 114 to 120 years in the atmosphere. So these are important. Kindly note down. CFC12, how much I said? I said it is 100 years. Tropospheric ozone few weeks to few hours to few weeks, and methane is for 12 years. So I hope you have noted down. Let's move to the next question. So the next question is from the energy crops concept. So here 4 statements are given and you have to select which among the 4 statements are correct. And the first statement is energy crops are fast growing plants. Energy crops can be grown on degraded, waste, saline or waterlogged lands. Energy crops cannot be used to produce liquid fuels. Energy crops usually have high calorific value. So here also concept comes to play the important role. That means if you know what are energy crops provide energy. Energy means they are used as fuel. So this statement that is mentioning energy crops cannot be used to produce liquid fuels is absolutely wrong. So C is eliminated. So C eliminated means option 2 will be not correct. Option 3 will be not correct. So now one option here we have, that is A, B, D, and one other is A and B only. So D we will check. So it is mentioning usually have the high calorific value. This is correct option. That means energy crops are having high calorific value. That's why they are used as the liquid fuels, that is biocrops you can say. And here you have to comment me what are the example of biocrops. If you know, you can comment me in the comment section. Let's see who is able to correctly answer. So here option 4 will be correct. A, B and D options or D statements are correct regarding the energy crops. So these things are important. Kindly note down these statements. So it is not that you are only answering this question. So let's move on to the next question. Next question is also very important. I have already told you that these questions will come in the examination and it came. So the question is, which article in the Indian Constitution recognize the directive principle of state policy for the protection of environment and wildlife? So here options are Article 42, Article 21, Article 51A or Article 48A. So think about this and then I will reveal the answer. So here correct option will be option 4, that is Article 48A of the Indian Constitution recognize the directive principle of state policy for the protection of environment and wildlife. So we'll know what is this. So Article 48A. So these are also very important notes. You should note down. It was inserted by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment. So once question was asked when this Article 48A was inserted. So it was inserted in the 42nd Constitutional Amendment. So what it directs? It directs the state. So the nation or the state, it is having the power to endeavor to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. So it is the duty of the state as per this constitution law, that is Article 48A. Another different duties are given to the citizen of the country as per the constitution. You have to comment me which article is giving the citizen to protect the environment. You have to comment me in the comment section. So I hope you have noted down this Article 48A, very important. Let's move to the next question. So the next question is, the crystal structure of a compound material can be determined using which of the following techniques? And the techniques are scanning electron microscope, X-ray fluorescence, transmission electron microscopy and X-ray diffraction. So here you have to choose from the options given. So as usual, I will wait for certain seconds. Let you think and then I will answer. So here the correct option will be option number 4. That means transmission electron microscopy, or in short term TEM also it is said, and X-ray diffraction, that is XRD. So these are the two techniques in which the crystal structure of a compound or material can be determined. But here X-ray fluorescence and scanning electron microscope cannot be used to find the crystal structure of the compound material. So these two will be the only correct option. So let's move on to the next question. The next question is coming from the organic carbon estimation technique. So this question is asking, consider the following statements regarding organic carbon estimation from the Wakely and Black method. So from here you get to know that Wakely and Black method is used for analyzing the organic carbon. So this thing also you should note down. And the statement you should read. Statement 1 states, organic carbon estimation by this method exclude most of the less active organic matter. Second statement states 100% of the total oxidizable organic carbon is oxidized in this method. Third statement states organic soil matter percentage can be calculated by multiplying estimated organic carbon percentage by 1.724, and the D statement states K2SO4 and H2SO4 are used as reagents in this Walkley and Black method for organic carbon estimation. So you have to think which options are correct. So this time I will tell you, I will not take your much time. So here what will be the correct option? Correct option will be option number 3. A and C are only correct statement regarding this Walkley and Black method for organic carbon estimation. That means organic carbon estimation by this method excludes most of the less active organic matter. So less active organic matter, it is not considered in this method, it is correct. And C means soil organic matter percentage. That means soil organic matter concentration we can find, percentage we can find by multiplying what? By multiplying estimated organic carbon multiplied by 1.724. So this question also comes in the form of numerical. You will be knowing if you have appeared in the previous examination. Soil organic matter percentage is equal to organic carbon multiplied by 1.724. Note down this formula, very important. And these two statements were incorrect because here it was mentioning 100% of the oxidizable organic carbon is oxidized in this method. It is not at all correct. And next statement, why it is incorrect? K2SO4, H2SO4 used as reagents. It is also incorrect. Why? Because here H2SO4, that means sulfuric acid, is used as reagents, but K2SO4 is not used as reagents in this Walkley and Black method. So what are the reagents used? I will tell you, you should note down. K2Cr2O7, that means what is this? This is potassium dichromate, and H2SO4 is used. And next other things which are used are H3PO4, that means phosphoric acid, and one more thing you should note down, that is diphenylamine. Diphenylamine is used, and FAS, that is ferrous ammonium sulfate, it is also used as reagent. And next is NaF. NaF is what? It is sodium fluoride. So these things are the reagents used for the Walkley and Black titration method for the organic carbon estimation. Note down all these things, but K2SO4 is not used. So I hope you are able to understand this. So option number 3 will be the correct option. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is coming from the statistics portion, and here two statements are given and you have to select which statement is or are correct. So first let us read the first statement. Statement 1 states mean deviation is a better measure of dispersion than the quartile deviation. Second statement states mean deviation is obtained by dividing the algebraic sum of deviations about mean by total number of observation. So these are the theoretical concept regarding the mean deviation. So here what will be the correct option? So among the two statements, actually the first statement is correct, but the second statement is not correct. So why it is not correct we will know, and we will also know how to find out the mean deviation of the sample when it is given. So this will helpful when there is some numerical given. So what we'll know is the mean deviation is defined as a statistical measure that is used to calculate the average deviation from the mean value of the given data set. So what is this deviation and all we will know in the next slide, because we will know how to find the mean deviation of the given data value set. First of all, step 1 is to find the mean value for the given data values. So we have to find the average or the mean value for the given data values. Next, step 2 is subtract the mean value from each of the data values given. So here we have to take the absolute value of each of the data and we have to subtract the mean value from each of the data. So no need to worry if you are not getting it. In the next slide you will be able to get. And final step is to find the mean of those values obtained in the step 2. So here step 2 में जिसका भी जितना भी value आया होगा उनका mean हमें निकालना है. And in step 2 one important thing is that we have to ignore the minus symbol. That means we have to take the absolute value of that value. So here we will know in the next slide how to calculate the mean deviation from an example. So let us take an example. There is a set of observation and the values are what? The values are 2, 7, 5 and 10. So these are the values and we want to calculate the mean deviation about the mean. First step was what? First step was we have to find the mean of the data. So 2, 7, 5, 10. So if we add all these 4 values, we will get the value as 24. 24 and by 4, that means 4 number of observation. So the mean will be how much? It will be 6. So first step we have got the mean is 6. Now what we will do? We have to subtract the mean from each value. That means 2 minus 6, because 6 is the mean, 7 minus 6, 5 minus 6, and then 10 minus 6. So after this we will get the value as minus 4, then 1, then minus 1, then 4. So all these things we will take in the positive, because we have to take the absolute value. So after getting all the positive value, 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4, we will get the value as 10, because 4 plus 4 8 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 10. I hope you are able to understand. First we have to find the mean of the given data set, then we have to subtract the mean with the individual values of the observation. Then we have to ignore the minus symbol if it is coming in the result. Then we have to add all the values. So that will give 10 in our case. So it will add up to 10. Then finally what we will do, we have to divide this value with the total number of observations. That means we have to take the mean of that value. So 10 divided by total observations are how much? It is 4. So 10 divided by 4 will give the value as 2.5, which is actually the mean deviation value. So in this way we can find out the mean deviation value of the given data set. And here first statement is correct. That means mean deviation is better measure of dispersion as compared to the quartile deviation. But this process is not correct. This statement is not correct. For finding the mean deviation, these steps are correct. That means first we have to find the mean value, then we have to subtract the mean value from each of the given data, ignoring the minus symbol, that means absolute value. Then we have to find the mean of that value after adding all those values. So I hope you are able to understand. If you are not able to understand, you can ask me in the comment section. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is, the pioneer community in human evolution is what? And the options are the pastoralist, that is nomadic community, or agro society, hunting and gathering society, or industrial society. So the question is asking which among the 4 is the first community for the human evolution. So think about this. Very easy, very easy. Those who have selected option 3, they are very correct, because hunting and gathering society or hunter gatherers are the pioneer community for the human evolution. So this was a simple question. Let's move to the next question. Next question is very important, and we had discussed before the examination in the revision playlist. That is the medical waste along with the type of bin in which they will be disposed of. So you have to match with the respective bins, starting with the animal anatomical waste. Animal anatomical waste will match with yellow color. So you have to dispose of this kind of waste in the yellow color bin as per the medical waste. Next is waste sharp. So waste sharp items we have to dispose of in the white color bins. Similarly, discarded catheters we have to dispose of them in the red color bins, and disposable glasswares we have to dispose them in the blue color bin. So I am having my personal trick. You can have your own trick to remember this thing. So simple thing is the glass. So glassware means, glass means we are drinking water in glass. Water is blue in color, so it will match with blue color dustbin. Very simple. Next thing is catheters. Catheters means cat. Cat means it will bite, so it can bite. So this is the simple thing. Cat, it cannot bite also, but for remembering, you should remember cat will bite and you will be having red blood coming from your hand. So that will match with the red color bin. So in this way you can make your own tricks so that you can remember these things, because smart learning is important than the hard work, because hard work is important equally, but smart work will give you more values in less time. So I hope you are able to understand these things. Let's move on to the next question. Next question is on your screen, and the question was very simple, yet it is the conceptual question. The question was, which zone of pond or lake ecosystem does not receive light? And the options were littoral, limnatic, profundal, or epilimnion. So here, to find out the answer, we have to know two zonations, two categories of the lakes or pond ecosystem. And first is on the left hand side, you can see epilimnion, metalimnion and hypolimnion. So in these three regions, epilimnion receives the maximum light, that is the top layer of the lake or pond. Next coming to the middle layer, which is metalimnion, and here metalimnion is very important. Why? Because this question comes from this layer also, and it is also called as what layer? This is question for you. This is the third question from this video. You have to comment. So let us see whether you are able to comment it correctly or not. In this layer, the temperature is rapidly decreasing. That's why it is the very frequently asked question, metalimnion. And hypolimnion is the layer which is the below layer. So here maximum light will be in the epilimnion, then less light will be in metalimnion, least light in hypolimnion. But here in the four options, it is only given epilimnion, and it was asking does not receive light. For here epilimnion is receiving the light, so it cannot be the option. Now we will see the second categories of the pond lake ecosystem categorization. Here you can see littoral zone, then comes the limnatic zones, and here in littoral zone you can see that here there is the initial part of the pond or lake. Here you can get the light, and in limnatic zones it is having different zonation. Euphotic, that means true photic, true light zone. Here you will also get the light, and here if you go downwards you will get the profundal and aphotic region. Aphotic means absence of light. Profundal is absence of light. We have got the answer. Which is not having the receiving the light? That is profundal. Option 3 will be correct, because littoral is getting the light, limnatic is getting the light. So profundal is also called as aphotic. So that's why option number 3 will be correct. And I hope you are able to answer these questions and you were able to know some of the important concepts behind them. If you like this, don't forget to subscribe the channel to get further updates and prepare more strongly for the upcoming examination. Keep smiling, believe in yourself, and see you guys in our next video.